What is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are going to be playing some top ladder, so hopefully we can get some nice wins here. Now, I am currently sitting pretty close to the top 1000. I think I'm in the top 2000 or the top 1600 or something at the time of making this, so hopefully we can push up high and get to that top 1000 for our first matchup. I think we might actually be, I was going to say we're up against Mortar, but there's no way that this guy is running Mortar and Cannon at the same time, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, but we are going to get the Mortar lock, so that's going to give us some good damage. I'm not going to defend my Mortar, though. I think that that would be a little bit too over-aggressive just because the Dark Goblin would probably take it out anyways. But what I will do is I will cycle my minions right here to get some damage on the tower, and then we'll kind of wait and go from there. Now, really quickly, I did also want to say, guys, that I am working on a couple Mortar tutorials for you guys. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that. I've got Mortar Graveyard, and I'm thinking about just making a tutorial for pretty much every single Mortar deck that you can play and kind of going into that. So let me know if that is something that you guys are interested in, or if you guys would rather just have one video where I go over those Mortar decks in a little bit of detail but nothing too crazy. Now, because he played his arrows, I think this guy maybe went a little bit too aggressive, so I'm going to go for my Mortar here. I'm going to predict the Cannon, and then I'm going to pop the Goblinstein ability. Or not the Goblinstein ability, sorry, the Skeleton King ability. He's going to have to pop that Goblinstein ability in a second here, and the Dark Goblin should go down to my Mortar. We do get the skeletons onto the tower there, so that is amazing, and we can ignore the Stein on that left side. So we're going to get some great damage, and he's going to pop a good game. That is a crazy way to get some great damage, and I'm very happy with that. That doesn't usually happen this close to the top 1000, so I can understand his frustration here. Now he's going to play the Goblin Gang. There's no big deal there. I'm just going to bar barrel here, and then we can go ahead and let's play the Evil Barrel on this side. Now he hasn't played anything too crazy yet, so I do have to be really careful of whatever this guy is running in this deck. I think double elixir is going to be a little bit scary. So let's get the Ice Wizard down here. Let's go ahead and let's get the Skeleton King here. I honestly have no clue what this guy's deck is. I have no clue why there's a Goblin Barrel coming with the Goblinstein. Like, his deck is built like a graveyard deck, but I don't see graveyard at all. Let's go ahead, let's pop the Goblinstein ability. Or the Skeleton King ability, sorry. I keep thinking that we have the Goblinstein ability. And then I will just pop the poison there to get some damage on that tower, because we can hopefully take it down eventually with just using our poison, and we'll take out that cannon cart right there. We don't have to worry about that, thankfully. And then what do I want to do here? I guess we might as well go for another Mortar, and then just kind of wait and see what he does. Recruits is crazy. That is actually kind of insane, to be honest with you guys, that he was holding on to that long. That is pretty crazy. Let's go ahead, let's get the Skeleton King here, and then we do have enough for the poison damage, so let's poison the tower. Alright guys, next matchup, let's go ahead and let's just play the Mortar here right at the bridge. This guy's running Cannoneer, so this could be a lot of different things. Giant was not one of the ones I was expecting, but I'm not mad about that. I think that we can maybe make this work. I just hope it's not Giant Prince, man. I'm hoping that we're up against anything but Giant Prince, if I'm being honest here. Now, the minions will do a great job of countering that Giant, and we'll go for the Skeleton Barrel in the opposite lane just because he played that Furnace, but that Furnace is definitely dangerous, so we do have to be careful of that. Every time he plays that Furnace, I will probably poison it going forward, unless he's running Graveyard. If he's running Graveyard, then I don't even know what I'm going to... Oh my gosh, okay. You know what, actually, I might be able to get away with not using poison defensively here, because I think I can get a little bit of a counter push. So we will take all of that out, and then let's go ahead, let's play the Mortar into the opposite lane here. And he's got the Bowler there. We could play our minions to take out his, and then we'll have our minions for a little bit of a counter push. And I'm going to try to pop the Skeleton King ability just to get some damage onto the Bowler and the tower there as well. So we will get some good value out of that and force him to use his arrows. And then I do have to defend that Bowler, unfortunately, which puts me down a little bit in elixir. So I do have to be pretty careful here about what I do next. Now, the question in this matchup is honestly going to be, what's more dangerous to us, the Graveyard or the Furnace? And I think the Furnace is what's more dangerous, but or at least the evil Furnace is more dangerous. The regular Graveyard is more dangerous in comparison to the non-evil Furnace. So that is something that we will have to keep in mind for sure. Now, he's not going to go ahead with a Giant here. Oh, he is going to go for a Giant there, so that's just a little bit interesting. Let's go ahead, let's get the Skeleton King here to tank in front of the Ice Wizard, and then I will get another Ice Wizard down to help deal with the rest of this guy's push. And then I'm going to ignore those guards on that opposite lane. Let's just get the Berserker there, because he tried to pull a quick one on us with the Snowball. And then I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel on this side. I'm hoping that he plays the Bowler, and then I will go for the mortar on this side, which is going to be very good. And then let's just bar barrel and let's get our minions down here. Try to keep the pressure up on this guy. I'm going to defensive poison in a second here. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we just need to be ready for this guy's graveyard. So let's go ahead, let's get the Ice Wizard down. Let's go ahead and do this here, and then let's get the Berserker down here. Let's go ahead and wait a second, and then let's bar barrel now. So we'll do that. That will kind of help take out some of the skeletons, I think. And he did get a lot of damage, but we've got good damage on the left side, and we have that counter push going on the right side. Let's go ahead, let's get our minions in case he tries to play his, and then let's pop the Skeleton King ability. We will absolutely shred through his minions, so we do have the mortar lock on the tower as well. That is huge. Let's go ahead and let's get the skeleton barrel down here now and try to get some damage on the tower while we have all of those skeletons going in, and then I'm just going to poison, and that is going to be a win as he messes up his snowball. Let's give him a good game, give him a good luck, and go on into the next. Alright guys, I am going to be 100% honest with you. I just got 3 crowned by Egolem. I'm not even going to show that because I'm just not having a good time right now. I was absolutely slamming this guy, and then one Egolem push just absolutely obliterated me. So we lost some trophies. I'm not happy about it, but we are on the path to recovering them. So let's lock in. Oh my gosh, please don't tell me this is Egolem again, bro. Oh no. Okay, this is definitely going to be Egolem, or even worse, it could be Golem if we're really unlucky. I'm just gonna have to bar barrel here, I think, and then get my minions down to defend this to take out that E-Drag, or else it would totally 3 crown me. We got the minions going in at least, which is good, and then he's going to play the Rage, whatever. I'm not too worried about that. What do I want to do here? I guess, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just played my mortar like that. We are making misplays like crazy, but he is still going to play the E-Barbs, so that works out in our favor quite a bit. So he can't build up a push. I think this might be Golem, or like, it could also be Goblin Giant. I don't know. Whenever you see the E-Barbs, like, it's so hard to tell what their actual deck is going to be, but I know that I'm not going to enjoy this matchup no matter what. Him having Healer and the E-Drag just absolutely ruins my day. Okay, there's the E-Golem, so let's go ahead. Let's start the Skeleton Barrel into the opposite lane here. We don't have a way to pull that E-Golem, which really does suck. How do I want to do this, guys? Okay, I might be able to pull the E-Drag to the side here if he goes for it. Let's just wait. Oh, okay, never mind. He's going to go for the Inferno first. That's just great. Let's go ahead. Let's get the Skeleton King right here, and then let's go ahead. Let's get the minions to take out the Inferno, and then we actually will defend decently well, but the minions decide not to go for the one thing I need them to go for, so that's just great. Let's go for the Evil Mortar here, because we got a really good counter push now. Pretty decent fireball by him there. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability on that side, and then let's actually go ahead and get some minions here, especially because he just uses arrows. We will take that left side tower, and then that right side tower should go down as well, and he's missing the healer now, which is also just massive for us. And I'm going to poison there because the minions should get that low enough that the poison completely will take it out. And then I guess we should keep the pressure up on this guy. Go for the bar barrel to take that out. Let's get some more minions in there just to keep this going. And then I will even go for the Berserker. And then we just have to make sure that we don't get 3 crowned, which, you know, is not a guarantee when it comes to me. But I think that we will be decently okay. I think actually we should just kind of go for the left side defense here. So let's go ahead, let's get the all of this stuff down here to kind of help defend. Let's go ahead and let's get the Berserker here, and then I guess we can just go for the Skeleton Barrel to distract the Inferno Dragons, and we will get the win. So let's give him a good game, give him a good luck. We got our get back. Alright guys, next matchup, let's make this one count, and I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel there on the right side just to cycle. And I am suspicious of what this guy's deck is. I'm not 100% sure, but we will figure it out. Let's go ahead, let's play the Ice Wizard here. And then, oh wait, this is definitely going to be recruits, so we love to see that. I'm going to Mortar into the opposite lane just to stop him from building up a pretty decent push there with the Golden Knight. And then the Brawler Cage is no big deal. Same with the Flying Machine. What I will do is I will actually play my minions to counter both of them in a second here, so we should be okay as long as he doesn't use his arrows. But we'll have our Berserker. Whoa, hold up. Okay, that's a little bit ambitious there, so we'll get all of this stuff down to help defend, and then let's actually go for a Skeleton Barrel here, and I'm hoping that I have enough time to pop my Skeleton King ability. Let's go ahead, come on, let's pop it, and then nice, we're going to get that on the tower, so that's going to be great damage. I don't know why he bar barreled on that left side, because we are definitely going to take that right side tower. And just like that, when you go a little bit too aggressive, we will take a tower instantly, and we will get some great damage on the king tower. But you know, as a mortar player, that doesn't make much of a difference for me. So you know, you love to see that. And then let's go ahead, let's just play the mortar right here onto the tower and just kind of wait and see what he does. He's going to flying machine. I'm gonna hold off on my minions, I think, just because I don't think that's going to be the greatest play for us. I think we're better off playing the minions right now and then kind of figuring things out from there. And then he's going to start the recruits in the back. Okay, so we got to play some decent defense here, I think. So I'll play my ice wizard here, and then I guess, you know, I don't want to play my Skeleton King quite yet, just in case he goes for the Royal Hogs. There they are, so now I'm going to Skeleton King on this side, and then I can just Bar Barrel right here. And let's get some minions as well to kind of help on the defense here. And he's going to pop a good game. He's going to use his arrows as well. I think that is going to be a good game, truthfully. I'm not sure that this guy is going to be able to stop this, and it looks like he gave up. So we will give him a good game as well, and let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match. Because he played the cannon card, I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel into the opposite lane there. And then we're just going to kind of chill out for a second. He's going to log. I don't really understand that log placement, but I will not hate on that. And then, ooh, okay, hold up. We've got to, I guess, honestly, we do have to kind of over-defend this a little bit, just because I don't want to take a ton of damage right away. And then we will get the mortar lock on that side, which is good. And he does have to defend that left side. So he will just royal delivery, no big deal there. And then I guess we'll chill out a little bit. The one saving grace I think that we have in this matchup is going to be our minions, if I'm being 100% honest, because you know, he's going to have to royal delivery on them every single time, and that could work out in our favor quite a bit. Now, we will get some nice chip damage there with the actually no, we won't get any chip damage. I don't know what I was saying there. Let's go ahead and start the Skeleton King in the back to get that 3-card cycle, and then he's going to go for the Royal Hogs there. I'll just go for the Berserker again here, and then I guess I'll Ice Wizard just to slow everything down. We're probably gonna have to Bar Barrel in a second here, which is unfortunate. Hopefully that Archer Queen doesn't lock onto the tower. And then I'll get the Bar Barrel there, but we're actually going to take some crazy damage there from the Archer Queen. Oh my gosh, that is not good at all. That was a lot of damage to be taking, guys. Okay, let me think here. What do we want to do? I think I just need to eat that damage, if I'm being 100% honest. And then that was, see, he kind of caught me off guard with the Archer Queen at the bridge. That was really quite smart. Let's go for the Evil Mortar on this side, and then maybe we can get him to play a cannon. So let's play the Berserker. He's going to go ahead and just do the Earthquake instead, so that's no big deal. And then he did just use the delivery. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead, let's get the Skeleton King right here, and then let's wait and see if he plays the delivery on that side. It doesn't look like he will, at least yet. And then let's go for a Berserker right here. Let's go ahead and pop that Skeleton King ability, and then let's go ahead and get some minions down here as well. Archer Queen's going to just absolutely shred my entire push, which is just lovely. And then we did get some good damage there on that left side, though. Let's go ahead. We got the Ice Wizard. Let's Bar Barrel, and then let's actually get the Skeleton King down here. I'm just going to ignore that Archer Queen completely. And then we will stop ourselves from taking too much damage. Let's go for the Skeleton Barrel, and let's actually go for the minions on this side to try to force him to use his Royal Delivery. And then let's go ahead. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability now, and then let's go ahead and I guess let's get a Mortar on this side. Let's get the Berserker down here. We are getting some good damage there. We got to get another Ice Wizard down, though, because we are going to have to defend against some Royal Hogs here in a second. We got some great Berserker damage. I love to see that. Let's poison defensively here, because he's going to pop that Archer Queen ability in a second. I guarantee it. And then he's going to log. So let's cycle our minions right here. There's the Royal Hog. So let's go ahead. Let's play the Mortar right here. And then let's go ahead. Let's get the Skeleton King down. And let's Bar Barrel as well. And then make sure that we don't take any damage. And let's go for the Skeleton Barrel on this side. Let's go ahead. Let's get some more minions on this side as well. There's the delivery. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability here. And then ooh, man, okay, hold up. He's definitely going to get those Royal Hogs through. I don't think there's a way that we can really stop that. Let's go ahead, let's Bar Barrel, and then let's just get the Berserker down, but I think that's going to be game, unfortunately. Honestly, you know what? I'm not even mad about that. Just, he had one really good push, and I don't think there was really any chance of us making a comeback there from that one, so, you know, I'm not going to lose too much sleep over that. All right, guys, last matchup of the video, so hopefully we can make this count. I'm going to Skeleton Barrel right off the start there, try to get some damage. He's going to Tombstone. I think this might be Lava Hound. This might be a difficult one to end the video off on, but hopefully we can get the win. I'm going to play the Berserker on... Why did I do that? That was not the right play for me to make. Ooh, hold up. Tombstone plus Fisherman equals... I have no clue what this is. I think this is Royale Giant. Which is gross, but you know, I would rather play against Royale Giant than anything else, if I'm being 100% honest. Let's see if we can bait out his spell. He's going to play the Zappies, so I'm just going to poison there for really good value, and then we won't really have to deal with those in any type of counter push in any capacity. And then what do I want to do here? I guess let's go for a defensive Mortar, especially because he's going to start the slow push with the Witch. The Witch is really difficult to deal with when we're running Cannoneer, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Okay, what do I want to do here? Let's go ahead, let's just Bar Barrel, I guess. His Bar Barrel will take out my Mortar, but I'm not too worried about that. We will defend that Witch pretty easily, and I can just cycle my Skeleton Barrel again, try to get that going, and then... I might as well start my Skeleton King here, just because we're almost at max elixir anyways. We would have to counter those skeletons, and so, you know, it doesn't hurt to charge up our Skeleton King ability a little bit there. And then I'll probably pop my Skeleton King ability actually on this guy, especially because he just played the Fisherman, so we might be able to get some decent value out of all of those skeletons, get some damage on the Fisherman and the Skeleton King as they surround each one. And then I'll go for the Mortar because we have the Ice Wizard down, plus we have the skeletons on the counter push, so it's a little bit safer to do that. He's going to play the Royale Giant, no big deal there. I'm just going to Bar Barrel, I think, onto those Zappies to keep the minions alive a little bit longer, and then his Barbarian will tank for the Royale Giant, but I don't think he's getting any damage out of that push at all. So that is good. And then what do I want to do here? Let's start the Skeleton King in the back. I think a defensive poison is going to be very, very, very helpful for us. He's going to play the Evil Witch. I'm going to hold off on playing my poison. I'm going to wait until we can maybe get some good value out of it all. And then let's just go ahead and what do I want to do here? I guess, you know what, I'm going to poison there just because if we can get that Evil Witch down, that would be amazing. And then I'll just pop the Skeleton King ability. Let's get the Berserker right here. Let's go ahead and let's get a Bar Barrel as well. And then I'm going to have my poison at the ready in case we need it. It looks like the Skeleton King will go down. Let's just get some minions here to make sure that we don't take too much damage on that side. Then I'll Skeleton Barrel on this side again. And then maybe I'll defensive Mortar here. This honestly might come down to chip damage. I don't know if this guy has a big spell. I'm honestly not super familiar with this guy's deck, so I don't know 100% what else he's running in it. But I'm not feeling terrible about this by any means. I do have to be pretty careful though. I'm gonna have a defensive poison in a second here. Let's just wait and see if the Mortar can take out those Zappies before I do so. And then I guess let's cycle right here. Then let's go ahead, let's play the defensive poison now. Let's Bar Barrel on all of this, and then let's go ahead, let's get the defensive Mortar down as well. Let's get another defensive Ice Wizard down just to kind of stop all of this from getting too much action. There's the Lightning, so let's go ahead, let's get the minions down, and then let's wait and see what he plays to that. Probably a Witch if I had to guess. Okay, he's going to play the Zappies, so I'm going to start a push into the opposite lane here. I don't really know how to break through this guy's deck is the only thing. That's just something that's giving me a bit of trouble. Let's get rid of that Tombstone because it does stop us from being able to get like a fully solid push. And then I'm going to play the Evo Skeleton Barrel with the Evil Mortar there just to kind of put the pressure up on this guy. We're going to force him to play the Royale Giant, which is good, and we will get the Skeleton Barrel on the tower. That damage is huge. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we also get his Evo Skeleton King, or his Skeleton King, sorry, down very low, which is massive. And then I'm just going to Bar Barrel on that Witch there. Let's get another Skeleton Barrel going, and then I'm going to Mortar into the opposite lane because he'll probably Tombstone, and I don't want to give him lightning value on my Mortar by any means. And we are going to get some more damage on the tower. That is absolutely massive. Let's get the Ice Wizard right here to kind of help defend. And then, alright, this is definitely going to be the right time for defensive poison, so let's go ahead and defensive poison there. That'll stop his Skeleton King ability from really being able to do all that much, and then his Evil Witch will go down pretty easily there for us, which is good. I'm going to pop my Skeleton King ability, and I'm just going to kind of start to spam into this lane just because we have so much damage that I know we can win this. I don't want him to get a Royale Giant through on that side, and we should be able to get the win as long as he doesn't. Oh my gosh, we are going to get the win. That was a more difficult matchup. Let's give him a good game, give him a good luck. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.